before we start this video, I just want to ask you guys why my PC is not connecting to the internet even though there's an Ethernet cable plugged into it. The modem's on and everything. It does this like every other day. For a whole day it just won't connect, and it's really starting to bug me now because I can't edit videos or upload them. So if you want to help me out then, and if you know a solution to this, then tell me, because it's fully plugged in down here. It's really annoying. But anyway, a lot of you have wanted this. Now, if you don't know what Bunny TCG is, I used to make card games a lot on the channel, and this is one of the ones that I made more recently, just before I left and before I came back. So, a lot of you have been asking to see the new cards, because I kind of hinted at, in streams I've kind of talked about it and mentioned that I made new cards whilst I've been gone. So, a lot of you have kind of been, asking for that. So, I thought, because there's a lot of want for it, there's a lot of need for it, I would look at the new cards. Now, my interest in TCG has definitely gone down, since before I left the channel. TCG was one of my favourite things, but now I'm kind of more interested in the art side of the channel. But TCG is definitely a fun thing to do, because this game, although I may not make more stuff for it, I can definitely do some gameplay videos and talk about strategies and stuff if I bring out the game so it's available for you guys to buy. Hopefully this angle's alright. I'm trying to just get a better angle that doesn't interrupt me too much, or because when I do it above the desk it kind of falls down sometimes. But these are the new cards. A lot of you have been asking what they are. So these are the cards that existed before, and whilst I was gone, I made a couple. I had a few weeks where I was really into it. So we're gonna go through the commons first. So I've forgotten a lot about the game, but I know that common cards confuse with other cards, so they may be weaker, but they confuse. So these ones are 5 damage, 1 HP commons, Baby with Rock, Baby with Paper, and Baby with Scissors. So if you want some firepower in the deck for a specific type, you can throw in one of them. Also, I made some hero commons. So we've got Stretchy Hero for Paper, Mr. Massive for Rock, which is probably doesn't make sense because he can grab a plane, but yet his damage is only 2. And then we've got Laser Ride Hero, the highest damage. Oh no, that one's got the same damage as well, but those 3 are the heroes. And then whilst I was gone, also I tested out a whole new type of card. So if you know, there's Offense and Support. I don't know why this one doesn't have one yet. I don't think I decided, but there's Offense and Support, and you place them on the board and they have different roles. But I created a Spy class, which didn't really work out in the end, so I just put the Spy classes just to normal, just to be normal cards. So it's kind of like a little collection, a little archetype. You could collect all the different Spy cards. So we've got Intel Spy, Agent, RC Rabbit, that was a Spy card, Agent Rock. That wasn't a Spy card, I don't know why that's there, that's just a random support card. And the final Spy, Undercover, it's got the original card army's human thingy. Oh, and then another Spy, Cardboard Spy. So then there's a few more uncommons. So when I was testing the game, I played it with a few of my friends, and we came up with some ideas that some abilities that I wanted to put into cards. So the ability was kind of made first, and then I'd put it into cards. So we've got Secret Spirit. This card, let me just remember what it does. Oh, okay, so if there's an annoying card on the enemy's field, you can make them bring it back out, and it's got 0 cost as well. So if you see this on the field, you want to kill it quickly. It's only got 2 HP, because obviously that ability is so OP, you can stop your opponent doing anything, but he's pretty easy to kill. So as long as you've got a card that can kill it quick enough, then that shouldn't be too much of a threat. And then there's Trampolina. Draw this card back into your hand. So it's kind of like the Shaman EX in Roaring Skies for Pokemon. So you can kind of put it down and then bring it up whenever you want. Don't know why it's got a mustache. Weird design choice there. It is healed to full HP. It cannot be placed until your next turn. So you can pretty much bring it back, and when you place it back down, it will be fully healed up. then we got Telebunny. Draw this card back into your hand. So you can see these three were kind of made to bring some like movement, to bringing back stuff and retracting stuff and returning things. So Telebunny, it's got the same ability actually as Trampolina, just different stats. So if you want a more offensive form of it, you can use Trampolina. If you want a more evasive form, Telebunny. I've actually remember trying Telebunny, and one of my friends, like, they kept stalling at the end of it, but because you can't bring it back until next turn, and you can't end a turn without anything on your field, if this is your last turn, if this is your last card at the end of the game, you can't keep putting it down infinitely, because at the end you have to have a card on the field. So that would kill you if you kept doing that. And then this is an interesting card. So it's kind of like the half arts in Pokemon. So we've got half a chest. This is side B. So when you place that down on the support side and this one down on the offense side, it activates ability Open, which allows you to place Rabbit Army and switch it with A. So the cost of it, instead of like the cost basically on these cards is how many cards you have to pay, put in the discard pile to use the ability. This cost is just it must be adjacent to the other half. Now when you have that in play, you can place down Rabbit Army, which is a very hard card to get into play, but with that 16 HP, it can tank a lot of hits. It can be one-shot by the Rabbit Mech, I believe, but it's still a tanky card. Although it might not be worth putting in the effort, but it'll be one of the rarest cards in the set. So I don't think if the game existed that would be put into play much, but it's definitely an interesting card. So the ability is basically can only be placed when the ability Open is activated. So it has no special like useful ability, but it kind of just the ability just says how it's meant to be played. And then the final card is kind of like a It's a bit of a weird one. It's called Infinite, and it's probably going to be one of the rarest in the set as well. It has no typing, but you choose which one you want to put it on, support or offense. So if you don't want to use your support slot for healing, you can just use that, and you can choose. So if you want to go for extra firepower, you can screw having supports. Who cares about healing? Put down the Infinite. So that's interesting. Those are the new cards. If you want to see gameplay, tell me, because there is still a lot of love for Bunny TCG, and I thank you all for the support of that, because I definitely do want to do some like gameplay videos of this, because even though I'm not as interested in TCGs, this is definitely a fun game to play. Also, just some other things. My Twitter is in the description below. If you want to like interact with me more on like an open, like broad scale, like send me art or send me certain like memes or something, then follow me on Twitter, and I check it regularly. So if you want to contact me on there, then you can. It's probably the easiest way to contact me. Otherwise, add me up on Instagram, DM me. DM me before my DMs get too full up from you guys, because eventually there's just going to be so many of you messaging me. That's an ice cream van, by the way, that noise, if you can hear it. But, yeah, so if you want to talk to me, then follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. But otherwise, thanks for watching. If you want to see more Bunny TCG, then tell me. I don't know if I'll be carrying on the single-player series for this. Maybe I can revamp it a little bit, because I've kind of lost track on where I was with that. And the cards that I printed off have kind of got mixed up. So I don't really know what cards I had available for that. But if you want to see more videos, and tell me what other videos you want me to do in the comments. Any ideas, any challenges, any art videos, any like games you want me to try out on stream, tell me. And I'll see you all in the next one. I've been Flinagren, and peace out.